boundary number 1 for ABX Rent-A-Car.
Important runs here. And they need to utilize this power play. It was a very quiet over that first one. 3 wickets already fallen. This was a good shot. It was short, it was wide, and a lot of width provided. And Waqas Ahmed playing a lovely shot. Never tried to hit that along the carpet. Always wanted to hit it over the cover fielder.
He's knocked him over. Umer Ali, look at his celebration yet again. He's cleaned him up. And Waqas Ahmed he didn't have any answers whatsoever for the delivery. A peach of a delivery coming in from the experienced campaigner Umer Ali.
Well, this is a disastrous start here from ABX Rent-A-Car. How often do you see that score? 7 for 4 and just the 9 deliveries have been bowled. Well, this is outstanding bowling. What a terrific start. And they've lost another wicket. So 7 for 4.
Right then, 7 for 4 after 1.3 overs. It looks like the guests are checking in and checking out. One goes in, the other one comes out. A disastrous start for ABX Rent-A-Car. Although it's a relatively new team, but there are a lot of players who've played a lot of domestic cricket in the UAE. Watchfully played. A lot of responsibility would rely upon that senior statesman, Khamarawan. He needs to step up to the occasion tonight and get his team to a formidable total.
Yeah, he's an experienced campaigner alongside Danish Kuresi. Also has experience on his shoulders. So both the batters now, they need to utilize themselves and stay on the wicket. They can't afford to be losing any more wickets from here onwards. And that is what happens when you lose wickets. How often do you see batters leaving in a T10 format?
But they've got to hunker down a little bit now. They've lost 4 wickets. The top order is back in the dugout. They've broken the spine of the ABX Rent-A-Car. And they need to do some repair works, or call it the refurbishment works now. There you go, Umer Ali. Cool as cucumber. And that will be the end of over number 2. ABX Rent-A-Car 7 for 4. Right then, Akif Raja to continue, bowled a magnificent first over, 3 for 3 for him. A beautiful delivery yet again, maintaining those 4th stump channels, creating those inroads. The corridor of uncertainty is what we usually call it, and Khamarawan knows how to rescue his team out of this situation. A whole lot will depend on this batter, Khamarawan.
And I think it's a very good move by the captain, opting to stick with his pacer. Akif Raja has already picked up 3 wickets. So we'd want to pick another couple of wickets and get a 5er. How often do we see that in a T10 format? Excellent delivery. Clearly we can see under the lights, the ball is jagging around. He's getting that extra movement early on.
Well, he's a UAE cap player. Akif Raja has done some magnificent work in the domestic circuit as well. Using all his vintage and experience bringing out to the center, and a completely, relatively new team, Spades Real Estate, and I think they're doing a phenomenal job out at the center. Akif Raja charging in from the academy end. I think he's missed his run up there. Empire Mujahid Raza, another spectacular elite empires there. He's spot on with his decisions. Danish Kuresi is yet to get off the mark, but what is important is they need to stitch up a partnership here. And one good over can change or shift the momentum. Beautiful delivery. You can see that swing in the air. A semi-banana swing. And I think Danish Kuresi, with that delivery, gets off the mark.
Yeah, the idea would be to just see off Akif Raja's over, not try to play too many shots against him. He's bowling in excellent channels and just getting that nice away movement. And also he's got that tendency to bring the ball in with the new ball. And that is what makes him a very special talent. Already picked up 3 wickets in that first over. Short delivery. This is typical fast bowlers' aggressive response here. So clearly we can see he's generating extra pace along with that swing.
Oh, absolutely, Akif Raja. When a lot of credit goes to the training staff as well. They've done some phenomenal job. They've been, for the past 15-20 days, always you've been calling the games at the D series. They've done wonderful out there. Talk about the teams of the D10 as well. Short delivery just helped it on its way for a boundary, and Khamarawan gets a streaky boundary, but he will accept it.
Yeah, that is sloppy work. That should have been stopped. It was a regulation take and he's just let that go, and 4 runs and spoiling the figures of Akif Raja. Now 9 runs given total, just one last delivery and he would want to be picking up another wicket. While both the batters, they need to stay and bat the 10 overs. That should be the idea. Another couple of wickets falling from here onwards, and there's a high possibility that ABX Rent-A-Car will be bowled out.
Tries for the ram shot and is successful there. We have seen that innovation coming in from Khamarawan. Watch out for his no-look shot. This time around, he took the challenge and the ram shot coming in play. End of over number 3, ABX Rent-A-Car, 19 for 4. Right then, spin has been introduced into the attack. Salim will bowl from the school end. Umar Ali has been rested. Starts off with a half tracker. Not much of damage done. And Danish Kuresi, I reckon, is doing the right thing. Just giving the strike to the senior statesman, Khamarawan.
Yeah, he's a fierce striker of the leather ball, Khamarawan. We've seen him scoring and has the potential to take the game away from the opponents, and his services will be required today. And what a time to come to bowl. And 2 new batters relatively. Salim, we'll have to wait and see if he's getting some purchase from this track. A very good start here.
Well, Khamarawan watchfully playing. He understands that his team needs his runs today. And he's always been there. He's rescued his team's umpteenth number of times, I would say, Khamarawan. He likes to take on challenge, but I think the keeper has missed it.
Well, what just happened there? I think Ali Shan Sharfu just fumbled and couldn't take that cleanly. And he was miles out of his crease, and for a second we thought he was out, but luckily he survives. Oh, that is up in the air, and another wicket has gone down. So this is not looking good for ABX Rent-A-Car. They're falling like pack of cards, and Kamar Awan was given a life on the previous delivery, has to depart on the next one.
Well, no words to express out here. Kamarawan survived on the previous delivery, should have stayed there for a bit longer, and yet again just succumbing to the pressure, and Salim gets his first wicket. 20 for 5 after 3.4. Right then, 20 for 5. And the new batter out at the center is Usman Ali. Watchfully plays it. Lot of responsibility will rely on these two batters out there. They need to get their team to a respectable total. They're clearly struggling there, and especially when the senior statesman Khamarawan departed, was half volley, just played towards the deep point region. They look for two, but will settle for one. End of over number 4. ABX Rent-A-Car 21 for 5. Right then, 4 overs, 21 for 5. In comes the vintage cricketer Rohan Mustafa.
Excellent start, bowling wicket to wicket. So just when the batters thought they've seen off the overs of Akif Raja, Umair Ali and Salim, they have to face the lights of Rohan Mustafa. Now this is getting more difficult for ABX Rent-A-Car. He's one of those bowlers who doesn't give you any freebies whatsoever. A very good start here. He's bowling wicket to wicket, not letting the batters free their arms. And there's one thing about Rohan Mustafa, he bowls his overs really quickly. That is one thing which is an advantage for Rohan Mustafa.
Beautiful delivery yet again, just a single. Well, I fully echo with what you've said, always. More often than not, always he does that, gets those overs through quite quickly, ensuring that over rate is intact. As we all know, the umpires are particular about the timing these days. Beautiful delivery yet again. And another animated character. They've played a lot of cricket together. Rohan Mustafa and Umair Ali. It's been spectacular in the domestic circuit. Watchfully played. They look for two. The running between the wickets has not been impressive so far, but this time around they get a couple of runs. And in fact, with that overthrow, they managed to pick up 3 runs quite comfortably.
Yeah, that is not going to please Rohan Mustafa. Well, what an asset he is to his team. A 4-dimensional player. He can bat, he can bowl, he can keep as well. What a tremendous player has been around the domestic circuit for a while now. And that is a very good shot. We'll close the over with a boundary. So a much required boundary coming in from the blade of Danish Kuresi.
5 overs gone. ABX Rent-A-Car 30 for 5. 5 overs gone, 30 for 5, and the projected score looks about 60 runs. Don't go by that. One good over can change the momentum of the game. And in comes a new spinner in operation, Muhammad Umar. Watchfully played by Usman Ali, and it's time for me to introduce you to my co-commentator. Adding some Lankan flavor to the combox is Samir Yunus.
Thank you, Machang. Saying it in true Lankan style since you brought it up anyway. Down the ground by Usman Ali. Don't think he's connected that too well. And yes, it will be a simple catch down to long on. Muhammad Umar, a young wrist spinner, provides breakthrough number 6. It's all downhill for ABX Rent-A-Car.
Well. Muhammad Umar, a young lad, but taking up the challenge and providing that another wicket for Spades Real Estate. 30 for 6 after 5.2. Right then, the new batter out at the center is Tanzil Zafar, and ABX Rent-A-Car need to understand that this is not a warm-up game. They've already lost 6 wickets in quick succession, Samir. What would be your advice to them?
Good question, Rizwan. I'll wait for my paycheck as a consultant before I dish out my advice. Well, it's quite simple, isn't it? You're up against a solid team, a team with a lot of reputation, a team with a lot of big names. And if you can hit a few like that, then that'll be very useful. What a start for Tanzil Zafar. Just his second delivery and he's dispatched that out of his presence. But yeah, I think, look, they were up against some quality bowling at the start, lost too many wickets. And once you've lost early wickets in a T10, it's always hard to come back. Maybe they would have been better off trying to be a bit more cautious, not play too many shots early on. End of the day, it's always easy to speak in hindsight, but only they know the kind of challenge they were up against. And the fast bowling was pretty impressive at the top. There were some brutal deliveries, some of them short, some of them full and straight. So they did find it difficult. They are a new team, ABX Rent-A-Car, so certainly will look to find their way in this tournament at a very top stage in what are brilliant facilities here at the ICCA Academy. But what a good over from Muhammad Umar. Yes, he's got hit for that 6, but a superb over, nevertheless, picking up that wicket and almost taking the umpire on with that throwback. 37 for 6 after 6. .37 for 6, 4 overs left. It's going to be Rohan Mustafa to finish off his quota. Did bowl that 1 over before this. Gave away 9 runs. Danish Kuresi and Tanzil Zafar have got a job at hand. They've got 4 overs to bat. It's going to be some seam-up deliveries from Rohan. And the first ball has been skied in the air by Tanzil Zafar. Shark at extra cover completes the catch and Rohan picks up his first wicket and wicket number 7 for ABX Rent-A-Car.
ABX Rent-A-Car are in deep trouble. 7th wicket down in the 7th over. But I'm not too sure what's happening out there. I think the umpires are having a check. Well, it's been given out. So you'll have to walk back, mate. 37 for 7 after 6.1. 6.1, 37 for 7. Rohan Mustafa has picked up a wicket of the first delivery. In comes Mubin Awan. Khamar Awan, Mubin Awan. I'm not too sure if they're brothers, but I think Mubin Awan has got a responsibility on his shoulders. They still have 3.4 overs left. And can they get to a decent total?
Well, this should be... I thought for a moment that lobbed up really high, but Rohan Mustafa is bowling all kinds of deliveries to this new batter that has walked in at number 9, Mubin Awan. Yet to get off the mark. It's all downhill for ABX Rent-A-Car, isn't it? They just haven't found any rhythm with their batting whatsoever. That struck him on the pad. He's in fact celebrating, but the umpire is unmoved. We call that celebra peel in modern day cricket. Rohan Mustafa started celebrating, assuming that's a goner, but umpire Mujahid Raza say, very sorry. That's probably hitting him higher than what you think.
Oh, absolutely. You've got to wait for the umpire's call. We've seen that at the international level with Vanindu Hasaranga. Tries to go big towards the mid-wicket region, just not able to get that connection. Feeling the pressure, Mubin Awan trying to get off the mark. But I think Rohan Mustafa has done very well out there. Just no runs given there. Could be a maiden wicket if he can close this with a dot delivery. And he does that. And that will be the end of over number 7, ABX Rent-A-Car, 37 for 7. Salem will continue. Picked up a wicket, gave 2 runs. And Danish Kuresi decides to take the responsibility, has ballooned up in the air and a catch has been grasped. Shahrukh Sheikh on that occasion, usually one of the best fielders of Spades Real Estate, puts one down.
Well, he's definitely one of those who takes catches his way. But on that occasion, it was in the air for a long time and those can sometimes be tough to take. Shahrukh Sheikh unable to hold on to that one. Wicket denied to Salim Quddus. Quicker through the air, skids on. They've run off for a quick leg by. Just wait for the umpire's confirmation. Yes, lifts the leg and a much needed single. 1 run added to the total. It's a real slow effort here from Rent-A-Car. They just haven't found that 5th gear in their vehicle.
Oh, absolutely. Just play towards a short third. They probably need to bring in some sports cars on board, Samir. Relatively not in their favor so far this game. ABX Rent-A-Car heaved towards the onside. The fielder will cut it off. It'll just be a single. But it'll be a wonderful exposure for sure for ABX Rent-A-Car playing up against top-notch teams in this tournament.
Well, at this pace, it's not Rent-A-Car anymore, it's Rent-A-Cart. That's how slowly they've gone, ABX. But you're right. Probably the first time they're taking part in a tournament at this level. And they've just lost their 8th wicket. That of Mubin Awan, who has looked to play off the back foot. And Salim is such a bowler, he skids it through. He's found the stumps and wicket number 8 has just fallen.
That will be 40 for 8 after 7.5. Salem, what a outing is at. 2 for 4 after 1.5 overs. Beautiful delivery to finish the spell. 8 overs gone, 40 for 8. Right then, 8 overs gone, 40 for 8, and it will be the floating power play, and the responsibility has been given to the senior vintage cricketer Umair Ali, who's bowled magnificently, just given away 4 runs in the first over, and Danish Kuresi, it will be a test for him up against the mighty Umair Ali. There you go, ball number 1 goes big, is played towards the extra cover region, and the ball wins the race. Akif Raja was trying everything to get to the reach of the ball, but the ball in the end trickles down towards the boundary.
Danish Kuresi knows himself that he needs a few runs to come out and bowl at. So he'll have to do it himself in these last couple of overs. Any boundaries that he can get, at least get his team past the 60-run mark, past the runner ball mark. Yes, it's going to be an uphill task, defending a low total against a big-name team like Spades Real Estate. But Danish has 9 balls, in fact 11 balls to try and get as many as he can. It is the floating power play. The field is in. Short delivery by Umair Ali. And it's been hammered, pulled towards long on. He's teaching his batters how to bat in these conditions.
Well, he's certainly making a statement out at the centre and informing the management and the captain that he can bat well and he should be promoted up the order in the upcoming matches. Danish Kuresi, a beautiful boundary initially and another maximum. And Umair Ali slightly under pressure. They've managed to score 50 in the 9th over. And the current run rate is about 6 runs an over. They would fancy anything between 75 to 80 after a disastrous start that they've got. Danish Kuresi trying to pull things slightly back.
The teams batting first have continued to reduce the score. We saw 173 in the first match batting first. The second game was just 80 runs on the board. Now this one will probably be lesser than that. Danish Kuresi this time denies the single to Tariq Mahmood. He wants to keep strike, which makes sense given that Tariq Mahmood is a tail ender, so he'll want to try and farm the strike and keep as much as possible off it. There's 3 deliveries left. If he can pick up a couple of boundaries here, it will help boost that score up at least by something. Slow delivery, low full toss. On that occasion though, he will take the single. Bit of a fumble, but they managed to keep it to just 1 run. Umair Ali has been expensive in this over, 11 off it already, but they won't mind it, will they? They've done extremely well with the ball, Spades Real Estate, living up to the reputations that they have, this team.
Oh, absolutely, and they've got the likes of Rohan, Mustafa, Alishan, Sharfu, Umair Ali. But talk about the batting power they've got. Talk about Shahrukh Sheikh, for the matter of fact. Enough firepower in their batting lineup. Well, there's been a miscommunication there. Opportunity for a run out. And Umair Ali comfortably knocks the stump over. Tariq Mahmood, Danish Kuresi was not even looking at the non-striker.
Well, it's all going downhill for Rentaka. They just haven't found any rhythm with their batting now. To make matters worse, there's also a miscommunication and a run out. They're in danger of getting bowled out here, ABX Rentaka. Just lose their 9th one. Tariq Mahmood will go walk away without having troubled the scorers. It's 51 for 9 with 7 balls left in this innings. Umair Ali to bowl his last ball in the 9th over. Ataur Rahim, the new man in. Ooh, there was a chance there. He had one stump to aim at. Unfortunately, couldn't really get to it. Doesn't matter because Spades Real Estate are right on top of this game. 1 over left in this first innings. ABX Rent-A-Car are struggling, stuttering and slowing at 52 for 9. Nine wickets down now, ABX Rent-A-Car. Usman Munir, a new bowler to bowl the last over of the innings. ABX Rent-A-Car have only managed 52 runs in their allotted 9 overs so far of the 10. We're looking to try and add more. As long as Danish Kuresi is out there, they'll be hoping for some boundaries. This has been sliced through the offside, into the fence for a maximum. That was a brilliant shot from Danish Kuresi, proving to the world that he's not just a brilliant swing bowler, but he can also swing his bat.
A lot of muscular power in that shot. It was in the slot, perfectly sliced it by Danish Kuresi. His one batter who's fighting a lone battle for ABX Rent-A-Car. Done well, 27 of 18 in the context of the game. Half of the scoring done by Danish Kuresi and half tracker, and that's been deposited towards the deep square leg region for a boundary. This is good over so far for ABX Rent-A-Car.
Well, they've opted to go for a new bowler. Spades Real Estate, beg your pardon. And they're paying the price with it so far. 10 runs off the first two. Danish Kuresi maximizing on some ordinary bowling here. First one was 2 full outside off. The second one, 2 shots onto the legs. Danish Kuresi has taken maximum advantage. He scored half the runs of the team here. That tells you how important this knock is from their opening bowler. And this one's down the leg side. Will run away to the boundary. 5 more runs. And the ball will have to be re-bowled. So lots of bonus runs being gifted here to ABX Rent-A-Car.
Over of donation coming in from the Spades Real Estate. 14, in fact 15 scored already of the over. Usman Munir has been tested tonight, has been given the responsibility to come and bowl the death over, has been not impressive so far. And Danish Kuresi, what an outing he's had. Came to the crease when the team was in deep trouble. Did exceptionally well so far, getting his team to a decent total, I would say. Yet again, semi-helicopter shot, straight down the ground. And a wonderful effort by Shahrukh Sheikh will just keep it to a single.
Yeah, brilliant to see the commitment even at this stage of the game. Oh, there could have been an opportunity for a run out there. Could have been bowled out. Danish Kuresi does well to come back for the second. He made use of that wayward throw. But again, a solid effort from Shahrukh. He's one of the finest fielders in this team. And in fact, in the whole of UAE domestic cricket, if you talk about athleticism and commitment in the field. Right then, 3 balls left. They've got to almost 70, so this should give them some solace. Looking for that Yorker length, converts it into a low full toss. Danish wants 2 on this occasion. There's a chance for a run out here. Throw isn't great again. This is good quality running. Fantastic running. Danish Kuresi is doing it all by himself. It's a one-man show here for ABX Rent-A-Car. The rest of them were driving the old Ambassador. He's driving a sports car.
Oh, absolutely, yes, Danish Kuresi. And a wonderful comparison by my co-commentator Samir. He's fought a lone battle out there. But at one stage of the game, Samir, it looked like they would not even cross that 50-run mark. I think Danish Kuresi has done exceptionally well. Wavered. And that's been hit straight down the ground. But Danish Kuresi opted to not take a single, wants to keep strike, wants to go big of the last delivery. 71 for 9. Can he get a maximum?
Yeah, last ball coming up. Usman Munir has been expensive. 19 runs in this last over. Skied high But it's gone the distance. Danish Kuresi putting on a show. 41 of just 23. Gets his team to 77 after a horrid start. Losing too many wickets early on. They've managed to get to 77, which in the context of the game is a decent total. However, given the format, given the opposition, ABX Rent-A-Car will know very well that it's just not enough. Thanks to Danish Kuresi, though, they've got some respectability to their total. Spades Real Estate, well, they've got a big, long batting lineup and they'll require 78 runs in their allotted 10 overs. We'll be back shortly with the chase.
Welcome back, viewers, and we're all set for this important chase here. Somehow, ABX Rent-A-Car have managed to score 77 runs, but they were on the verge of being bunted out. But somehow, they have played out the 10 overs, and it was Danish Kuresi, unbeaten 41. Very important runs coming in context of play, hitting 3 boundaries and 3 maximum. Somehow, have managed to reach a pretty decent target. We'll have to wait and watch. And it's going to be the 2 openers, the 2 dynamic and destructive batters are in the middle. It's going to be Rohan Mustafa. Alongside him is going to be Alishan Sharfu. Well, he's one of those batters, if he stays in the middle for these 2 or 3 overs, he's going to take the game away from the opponents very early in the game. This is going to be an interesting contest here. That was a very good delivery, just bowling in the right length and hint of movement straight away on the very first delivery. Danish Kuresi carries a lot of experience on his shoulders, and the only way they have chance of winning this game, they'll have to keep on picking wickets, and that too early ones. We know how destructive these 2 batters are on the screen. Rohan Mustafa likes to play big shots early on. It's not going to be easy as Danish Kuresi. He bowls in excellent areas and has the tendency to move the ball around both ways. This is going to be a fascinating contest and a good battle between these 2. Well, straight away going for that big shot, but not getting any connection whatsoever. It's a good throw right onto the stumps, but I think Rohan Mustafa made home safely. Well, who can forget that knock of Alishan Sharfu, who went on to scoring 281 runs in a 50-over game. Well, that was simply outrageous. He was on the verge of reaching that 300 milestone. That is the class of this man, Alishan Sharfu. He is in some form. Was the second best batter in the D10. A hint of movement from Danish Kuresi, and Alishan has got right from the middle of the bat, and that has gone towards the boundary. Well, for a moment, I thought he's mistimed it, but that outfield is lightning quick, and that has gotten him his first boundary. So, a streaky start here from Danish Kuresi. 72 is what is required now in 57. Shouldn't be a very difficult task here onwards for Spades Real Estate, considering they've got heavy batting lineup. Excellent delivery. Saw the batter coming down the track, dancing down the track, just adjusted his length, bowling it a little shorter, and the ball holding up in the wicket. So this has been rather a quiet over, just that 1 boundary coming in. The required run rate is pretty much achievable, 7.6 odd, and a good start here from Spades Real Estate. With Danish Kuresi, he would be wanting to bowl it wicket to wicket, any width provided, anything short. Rohan Mustafa will latch onto it. He loves to play towards that cover region. That is a very good ball. Danish Kuresi bowling in the right areas. Well, if ABX Rent-A-Car, they have any chance of winning this game, that would be to pick up early wickets. It was a horrible start in the first over. They lost 3 wickets, and they were 3 for 3, and at one point it looked like they wouldn't be even reaching a score of 50, but then a cameo, a brisk knock of Danish Kuresi ensured they reach a decent target. That is long, that is high, and that is out of here into the bushes. What a magnificent strike that was, and this has turned out to be a huge over. What a start here from Spades Real Estate. 14 for no loss in 1. Right then, they're off to a flying start here from Spades Real Estate, and it's not surprising. We know both the batters, they like to play their strokes, and once again, Ali Shan Sharfu is on the move. 12 runs in his 4 deliveries he's played, and on the other end, Rohan Mustafa is looking very comfortable in the middle, so should be an interesting chase. And on the other end, ABX Rent-A-Car, they will have to pick up early wickets if they've got any chance whatsoever to win this game whatsoever. Short delivery and slashed away with some fierce power. That was an outrageous shot. What a way to welcome Tanzil Zafar. Short delivery, a lot of width provided, and lovely flow of the blade. Excellent bat speed, and getting him his first maximum. And to talk more about this game, it's going to be Samir. Join us back. Welcome back, Samir.
Thank you, OS. Looking forward to this batting partnership. Two of the cleanest strikers of the ball going around. Rohan Mustafa and Ali Shan Sharfu combining to chase down this rather low total. The first ball was hammered away through the offside for a maximum, and now he's looked to power it down to the leg side. Just didn't get any bat onto it, but they'll manage to get the single. Rohan Mustafa, as he always does, looking for that cheeky extra. But Ali Shan Sharfu, in fact, no, they wanted the single, but it's been denied. Rohan Mustafa keeping the strike there. 20 runs already in just the second over now. It seemed like it will be over very soon if these two keep batting like this. And you should have an early finish given the way these two have gone about. This is high up in the sky. The fielder as third man is getting around it, and he will make an absolute mess of it. Rohan Mustafa offering a chance, but the chance has not been taken.
Well, this is not good stuff. You cannot afford to be dropping Rohan Mustafa, and that too in the second over. He's looking very destructive, and chance gone begging very early in this innings. So this is not looking good. As I mentioned earlier, the only way they can win this game is by picking up wickets, and straight away Tanzil Zafar creating an opportunity, but the fielder just dropped an absolute dolly.
Yeah, not easy when the batters are constantly looking to go after you, especially inside the power play. You've got to be accurate with your plans. So far, Spades Real Estate, as expected from them, have gotten off to a superb start. Not chasing much. Now, this is what Ali Shan Sharfu does so well. He'll attack you constantly, walk down at you, and then hit the ball extremely hard. Will be a single on that occasion, but you can see the intention. There's no looking around. There's no watching around. It's see ball, hit ball approach from these two.
Yeah, magnificent start by both the batters, and Rohan Mustafa and Ali Shan Sharfu. We've seen them bat together many occasions in the previous encounters. So they have a very good understanding between each other. They're off to a flyer here. The match is very much in control of Spades Real Estate. One big over, and this match will be completely taken away from ABX Rent-A-Car. Well, Tanzil has done pretty well here after conceding that maximum, the very first delivery, creating an opportunity and given just the 2 runs in the next 2 deliveries. Oh, that has been smoked out of the park. That is huge. What a magnificent stroke that was.
Well, that is like taking someone to a buffet, serving the food on a plate and saying, here, eat. That is what Rohan Mustafa has been given. A full delivery in line with the stumps in his arc. And he's absolutely crashed that right behind the bowler as straight as an arrow. And another maximum. 50 required of 49. All too easy this for Spades Real Estate. Last ball of the over. Can Tanzil get out of it? This is high though. There's an opportunity. The bowler himself, he will catch it. He will hold on to it. And a smile to send off Rohan Mustafa. Looking for another sixer to finish the over off in style, but he will offer a catch back to the bowler.
Well, that is a huge wicket. Rohan Mustafa, after hitting that maximum, has to depart. An excellent ball by Tanzil, just banging in short and hurrying on to Rohan Mustafa, and he has lost his wicket. So the first wicket has fallen for Spades Real Estate after 2, 28 for 1. Right then, the new man walks in is Shahrukh Sheikh. Another very good batter. Likes to play his shots early on in the innings and has come to bat in a very comfortable position. Just 50 runs requires from here onwards. The next 8 overs, and it is going to be a new bowler, a change straight away. Mubin Awan to operate. Beautiful delivery. Saw the batter moving across, shuffling and bowling it wider right in that block hole. So this is a good start here from the youngster.
Interesting action, very much Haris Rauf-like in his delivery stride. I was trying to figure out who he reminds me of, and then almost immediately came to my mind that it is someone like Haris Rauf, who has a very side-on action. Mubin Awan starting off with the dot ball. Oh, Alishan Sharafu dancing down the track, looking to go through the offside, gets the toe end of the bat. The keeper thought he may have been in with a chance, but it's gone. It's sped towards the third man boundary for another 4.
That could have been a huge moment in the game and a pretty ordinary effort behind the stumps. Could have just dived into that, and that would have been an excellent take. Nonetheless, getting another 4 runs into the tally for Alishan Sharfu.
Down the track again, so Alishan is quite keen on using his feet against the faster bowlers. He's 2 times now he's come down the track. This time he misses out. Good on Mubin Awan. He stuck to that length. Didn't want to make too many changes.
Yeah, he's doing a pretty decent job as of now. Even the second delivery where he conceded that boundary wasn't a bad delivery. Got that thick outside edge and has done well here to keep Alishan Sharfu quiet. Oh, that's launched high in the air. That is miles up in the air and takes it. Well, that is a huge wicket falling in the context of play. Alishan Sharfu was looking dangerous. Has to go.
Mubin will be the one to provide the second breakthrough for ABX Rent-A-Car. They have not given up. They are not done. And they pick up the big prize scalp of Alishan Sharfu. Everyone knows what a destructive batter he can be if he bats for too long. Nevertheless, they've seen him walk back, and now the game is on. 32 for 2. $32 for 2. The Sheikh has been joined by a Khan for Spades Real Estate. Both of them yet to get off the mark. So 2 new batters on the crease. Oh, that's not the best way to start off against a new batter. Far outside off and a wide given away by ABX Rent-A-Car.
Yeah, wayward last delivery. He's done a pretty decent job here, Mubin Awan, giving away just 5 runs and picked up a huge scalp. Alishan Sharfu, we know he's got that capability to just take the game away in a couple of overs. So that was a huge moment in the game. But it's just that not many runs on the board were put by ABX Rent-A-Car. Oh, what a delivery. Just wearing his pace, bowling it right onto the stump. So this is turning out to be a very good over. He's kept things quiet in this over, hasn't given any freebies whatsoever. It's just keeping things simple, bowling right onto the stumps and not trying anything extraordinary whatsoever. Just the last delivery of this over and would want to finish strong here. He's bowled a brilliant over here, Mubin Awan. Well, the match is still very much in the hands of Spades Real Estate. No real worries as of now. On the other end, they will need quick wickets. but they're doing it with utmost ease, are the batters of Spades Real Estate. After 3, 35 for 2. Rather, another change in the bowling. It's going to be Mazhar Hussain to be bowling the 4th over. Couldn't really get going with the bat early on in the first innings and has an opportunity to pick up wickets and put his team into a better position. The current run rate is almost 12 per over, so they're flying high, our Spades Real Estate. They can just knock it around and pick those singles and doubles. No need to hit for those big shots, but he thinks otherwise. He goes for the big shot, inside out, and a very difficult shot to execute. And how easy did this man made it look.
Shahrukh Sheikh, just his second delivery, and he's played a beautiful shot to get off his first boundary. 5 runs on the board for him now. 39 for 2. Still quite easy for Spades Real Estate. No real jitters so far. But ABX Rent-A-Car, they've done well to get rid of the 2 openers. However, with 39 required, they need constant wickets. Mazhar Hussain being given the ball now. He's a decent medium pace bowler, does contribute to his team scores regularly. Nicely pushed away towards point. Good effort there by the fielder. We'll keep it to just a single.
He's batting really well here is Shahrukh Sheikh. Hit that glorious boundary and now showing some excellent game awareness, picking up a single and giving the strike to his partner. Smart cricket from Shahrukh. That was a good delivery. Just back of the length, and he's timed it so well that the batters have come back for a second. So this is tremendous to see. They've hit a boundary, taken a single, and now a couple of runs. And that is exactly what is required from here onwards. No need for those big shots. Wait for those bad deliveries and play on merit.
Yeah, that's what makes them such a smart team, doesn't it? They've got experienced campaigners. This one, though, by Mohsin Khan has been walloped. Absolutely walloped. Short. And he's pulled it all the way towards long on for a maximum. Real brutal hit there.
Yeah, that was absolutely butchered towards mid-wicket for a huge maximum. So they seem to be in a hurry. Would want to finish this game as quickly as they can. So what that will do is that will definitely help with their net run rate, which will definitely play a huge part in the latter stage of the tournament. That's a better delivery. That is the areas you need to be bowling. Just been rather off color have been ABX Rent-A-Car. First with the bat and now just not picking up wickets.
Yeah, never easy to come out and bowl, especially when your batters haven't done their job. Already on the back foot in terms of a psychological advantage. Batters looking to go hard. Similar looking shot. And once again a similar result. 2 short from Mazhar Hussain. And Mohsin Khan gives it the treatment that it deserved. 15 off 5. He's up and running. And now they require only 24 in the remaining 6 overs. 54 for 2. 24 required of the last 6. Spades Real Estate are doing it quite easily here, going at a run rate of 13.5 runs per over. And for ABX Rent-A-Car, well, they only have their batters to play. Mubin Awan with the second over, bowled a good first one, got rid of Ali Shan in his over. Now he's come back to bowl his second. ABX will be hoping for some miracle here. Maybe a couple of quick wickets, put some pressure back on the batters, but otherwise it seems like a lost cause now.
Yeah, things not looking bright here from ABX for ABX Rent-A-Car. Shahrukh Sheikh has just walked in. He's playing magnificent. Mohsin Khan on the other end has scored 15 in just 5 deliveries. Mubin Awan bowled an excellent first over. Oh, swing and a miss. And that's going to go towards the boundary. And I think he's got a thick inside edge. Nonetheless, they will count. And Shahrukh Sheikh moves on to 10.
And dancing down the track, not Shah Rukh Khan, but Shahrukh Sheikh. We know of the other Shah Rukh who dances, but Shahrukh Sheikh, more of a batter, gets the inside edge and a lucky boundary. Won't mind it. Only makes the job all the more easier. 58 for 2 now with that boundary. Now just require 20 runs to wrap this game up. A rather one-sided dominant approach from Spades Real Estate. They've been right on top from ball 1.
Oh, that's played uppishly. Has he got this out of the park? Yes, he has. What a tremendous strike. That was a fuller delivery. It was in his area, and Shahrukh Sheikh is very strong down the ground. He's not going to miss out on those opportunities. So this game is pretty much slipping away from the hands of ABX Rent-A-Car. Another 14 runs required, and they would want to finish this as quickly as they can. As I mentioned earlier, the net run rate will play a role in the latter part of the tournament.
The first and third games of today proving out to be one-sided. The second game was quite nice, where they did win it in 9 overs, but there were moments in the game when it seemed like it might just go down the wire. He got in position very early there, Shahrukh Sheikh. Mubin Awan probably saw it and took the pace off completely, waited an eternity till the ball got to him.
Yeah, he likes to play these cheeky shots, Shahrukh Sheikh, just not getting any connection whatsoever. Mubin Awan has been the pick of the bowlers of his side. Managed to pick up 1 wicket. Gave away just the 7 runs in his first over. So he was the only hope for his team, but Spades Real Estate have done very well here. Oh, that's pulled away, and that's long. It's high. And he's taken it. What a brilliant catch. It was miles up in the air. And somehow he kept his eyes on the ball and has taken a very good clean catch here.
Shahrukh seemed to be in a hurry, but after that sky-high shot, he has to walk away. Thanks to a good catch from Mazhar Hussain. Held on to it. And now wicket number 3 falls for Spades Real Estate. They only require 14 in 31. Shahrukh Sheikh walks back. It's 64 for 3. Well, the next delivery, Salim Abdul Quddus. He's just walked in and he's hit a huge one down towards deep mid-wicket. We have to wait and see what the verdict on that one is. It seems like the fielder had already decided that may have been a boundary. But we'll just wait for confirmation. There you go. The umpire is checking with them. We might need to have a look at that again. But what a way to get off the mark.
Yeah, he's in no mood to play those singles and doubles. Straight away, this first ball he's played, and intentions are clear. He wants to play those big shots and finish this game as quickly as he can. Salim, we know he's a very fierce striker. But this is going to be very interesting here. Right, then just the 14 runs required in 31 deliveries, and Spades Real Estate are doing an excellent job here. Have played the ball on merits, waited for the bad deliveries, and Alishan and Rohan laying the platform. And Shahrukh also played a good cameo. And now are on the verge of winning their first game in I10. Oh, he's hit that in the air, but will be safe and will allow him to come for a single. And to talk more about this game, it's going to be Rizwan joining me back in the com box. Welcome, Rizwan.
Thank you, Wes. What a match so far for Spades Real Estate. What I quite like about them is the intent. Wayward delivery down the leg side. Mazhar Hussain proving to be extremely expensive. 5 wides conceded there, and that will get to the required run rate in single digits. And this is what I was talking about. The intent from Spades Real Estate from ball one has been quite impressive. They've been impeccable. They've done their homework right. They bowl extremely well, and in the batting department, they've done exceptionally well. 7 required now. Drill down the ground. A red dot delivery coming in from ABX Real Estate.
A very talented side, Spades Real Estate. They've got quality players in the lineup. Umair Ali Khan, Shahrukh Sheikh, they've got Ibtisam, Salim, Mohsin. They're all quality players. Pulled away nicely, but nobody will stop that. A very casual effort by both the fielders, just letting that go past, and another boundary comes in.
Well, the body language says it all from the ABX Real Estate. You can see them dropping the shoulders there. And just 3 required now. And Mohsin Khan will take that boundary. Mazhar Hussain, not the usual Mazhar Hussain, off color tonight. And quickly they scamper for a single. This is a spectacular outing for Spades Real Estate OS. They've done everything right. They've ticked all the boxes. And especially when you get that massive win, that will give you a lot of confidence going into the tournament. This is skied up in the air. Fielder trying to settle underneath it, and that will be taken. Salim departs now on a wonderful catch there by Mubin Awan.
Well, a wicket has fallen in the 6th over, but that's not going to really matter now. Just the 2 runs required, and this is going to be easy from here onwards. And Spades Real Estate are on the verge of winning their first match of this tournament. A very good start for them. They've been simply phenomenal first with the ball, and the fielding department has not let them down. And now they're doing it with the bat. 76 for 4. Well, in comes the new man, Usman Munir, a very experienced campaigner. We haven't really seen him in the late matches, but then now he's making a comeback. He's been around in the domestic circuit, and it's very good to see him back in the field now, and just got 2 more runs from here onwards.
Watchfully played. That will be the end of over number 6. Spades Real Estate just require a couple of runs. 76 for 4. Right then, couple of runs required. What an outing they've had. Spades Real Estate got their spades on the spot, on their Short delivery heaved. Usman Munir goes big downtown, and that's a maximum to finish the innings for Spades Real Estate. And Tanzil Zafar cannot believe it.
Well, what a way to finish off the game. Usman Munir finishing off the game with that glory hit with style, and has announced himself very early in the tournament after hitting that brilliant shot. And Spades Real Estate have won this game comprehensively, and a clinical performance overall. They were simply brilliant first with the bowl, and now have chased this down comfortably and have won this game by 6 wickets.
Winning the toss, selecting to bowl first. They've done phenomenally well in the bowling department, and as well in the chase. They've managed to win comfortably with 6 wickets. We will dive into a short break, and we'll come back with the 4th match of the day shortly.